Hi everyone, my name is Engineer Vandana Sharma and I welcome you in this tutorial of PCT series. So we'll learn about PCT application today. Here we go. So here we will be covering basically the content of this PCT application. So PCT application must contain a request, a description, one or more claims, an abstract and one or more drawings were required for the better understanding of the invention. So we'll be covering one by one all these aspects in the upcoming slides. So the request is the first part. The PCT application must contain a part called the request. The request form contains details and information on your PCT application and a petition for your application to be processed according to the PCT. So this is how it looks like. We have several box numbers and then declarations are also there. Declarations are contained in boxes numbers 8, 1 to 5th, and then we have to mark it as applicable. So whatever, first says declaration as to identify of the inventor, declaration as to the applicant's entitlement as at the international filing date to apply for and be granted a patent, declaration as to the applicant's entitlement as at the international filing date to claim the priority of the earlier application, declaration of inventorship only for the purposes of the designation of the USA, and then declaration as to non-prejudicial disclosures or exceptions to lack of novelty. So these are the boxes available from 1 to 5, and accordingly we can choose the one as per the indication as per the applicability. Then signatures and abstracts. So the request form is generally required to be signed by all individuals, whether legal entities or natural persons listed as applicant or applicant and inventor, or by an authorized representative. Nevertheless, if only one applicant provides a signature on the request, the PCT application will not be deemed defective. The abstract serves as a technical overview of your invention and is intended solely for informational purposes. It must effectively articulate the technical issue being addressed, the manner in which the invention resolves this issue, and its primary applications as a succinct summary of the invention's disclosure, including description, claims, and drawings. The abstract should ideally consist of 50 to 150 words and incorporate reference signs. So, for example, here we have written one example of the abstract, how it should look like. So, we can see that a snowboard scooter's abstract is given here, and after every I'll say the special feature or the component attached to this particular invention or product called snowboard scooter, the references are given. So when we read it as a snowboard scooter formed of a one piece platform, number 12 within simple brackets as marked, then offset foot grips 18 comma 20, two references are being shared there, then a fixable post, then handlebar 16. So that's how we have to refer to the references. Then comes the description part. In contrast to the abstract, which serves as a technical summary of the invention, the description section of the PCT application provides a comprehensive and detailed textual account of the invention. It is essential that the invention is articulated in a manner that allows individuals who possess a sufficient understanding of the relevant technology, referred to as a person skilled in the art, to comprehend and implement it effectively. The description commences with the title of the invention, followed by a delineation of the field to which the invention pertains. For example, snowboard scooter field of the invention. Now, the field of the invention encompasses both snowboards and scooters, right? The references with respect to this particular application is already given WO0, so you can check, by referring this. So the route is also mentioned here, and even the dates 2024, the years 07. So likewise, in the description, we can actually include the field of the invention. Now, the second thing is you would subsequently present background information regarding the technology and field of invention, making references to patents and other pertinent documents whenever possible. This background information is commonly known as the prior art or state of the art related to the technology associated with your invention. An example of background information is as follows. Now, background of the invention is given as Downhill skiing is a widely enjoyed sport that has seen numerous significant advancements aimed at enhancing excitement, enjoyment, and safety. Innovations such as untethered, spring loaded brakes, advanced materials, and novel sky designs, including parabolic skies, have made the sport accessible to individuals of all skill levels. Now, this is the background, and then while snowboard, so again, the introduction and over the years, what is the situation, and many of these devices, something scooters, how it resembles, and the patent number is also mentioned there. So, additionally, they have referred to other patent also, mentioning the same kind of invention. So that gives the background of the invention, and it is filled with the information. It could be like it can involve the prior art, as we can see the patents numbers are mentioned, and then the introduction, and then what the device does basically, why and where it is used, right? Then comes, after detailing the prior art, it is essential to outline the technical challenges that were previously encountered and how your invention addresses these issues. So it is believed that none of the previously mentioned devices and proposed designs offers users a comprehensive skiing experience. So here we are referring to the previous art, or prior arts will say, state of the art, but then we do not, we claim in our invention that nothing in the prior art is actually as comprehensive and useful and designed to this extent, to this to fulfill particular purpose. So there is a difference, but then we can cite the references of the patents which are similar to it, but then not exactly the same as per our invention, right? In both skiing and snowboarding, a significant aspect of enjoyment derives from the ability to shift or tilt one's body to manage direction and speed, often referred to as a body English. However, many of the devices described above tend to diminish or eliminate the necessity for such body movements. Other alternatives focus on safety through braking systems that are cumbersome to or require excessive coordination for effective use. So, such kind of narration in the background of the invention and will be, helping the readers to understand, like what is this particular invention meant for, how the prior art uh, describes the invention already in the in the known subject areas, and then how this particular invention is different from the prior arts as well, right? Mentioning the features. Now, this point, it describes that it is essential to provide an explanation of the most effective method for implementing your invention, along with any alternative methods you may wish to discuss, in addition to the details and solutions related to the technical issue. Now, in previous, we mentioned the we provided the background of the invention, we provided the prior art, and then we are explaining also, like what is the effective method for implementing this invention. So it should be added here. We may discuss this. We can add more details and solution related to the technical issues, right? Because we refer to the features and the technical issues and the gaps which are there in the prior art as well, right? And then how our invention is overcoming those gaps which are there in the prior arts, right? So here we can refer this always. The example which is given here, the present invention satisfies the foregoing needs by providing a scooter like snowboard that enables a user to experience snowboarding without requiring great athleticism and with a significant level of safety. So we are mentioning how it is different, and then this is accomplished by providing a one-piece platform wide enough to accommodate the width of the 2 feet, with laterally disposed but offset foot grips in the form of straps as on a snowboard, requiring the user to place his or her feet in predetermined positions, fitting the one-piece platform with a fixable upright post and a handlebar, and providing a brake system actuated either at the handlebar or by direct contact with one of the user's feet. So that's how we are explaining our invention, the features, the method, how we are implementing it. Then we must see that the description must outline how the invention can be utilized or leveraged within industrial applications. The snowboard makes full contact with the snow substantially along its length and width, so that it is used in the same manner as a snowboard but allows the user to hold onto the handlebar, right? The angle the post makes with the snowboard is adjustable but then secured so that it doesn't change while in use. By combining a snowboard with an upright post having handlebars on which hydraulics are used for braking, one obtains a snowboard scooter providing an unprecedented safe skiing experience. So here we are outlining how the invention can be utilized or leveraged within industrial applications. So now we know that all the most of the patents we patent application which we want to be granted, we accompany them with drawings also. So here it is advisable to provide a brief introduction to any drawings included in your application within the description section. So brief description of the drawings. Figure 1 is a, for example, figure 1 is a front perspective front view of the snowboard scooter in accordance with one embodiment of the present invention in which cable operated brakes are provided. Now then we are talking about figure 2, figure 3, figure 4, right? Figure 3 is a rear view of the snowboard scooter. Likewise figure 4, figure 5. So we are actually mentioning it in our brief description, right? So we are providing the brief description of the drawings as well. So it should be there in the description section. Now let's quickly summarize what the description section should include. All the elements we'll discuss. So the description should contain the following elements in this order. First is title of the invention and the field to which the invention relates. Second is background information on the technology and field of invention, referring as much as possible to patents and or other relevant documents. This background information forms what is commonly referred to as the prior art or state of the art of the technology to which your invention pertains. Then details on the technical problem which previously existed and how it was solved by your invention. An explanation of the best mode of putting your invention into practice and any other mode you may wish to include. Then an indication of the way in which the invention is capable of being used or exploited in the industry. Last, a brief introduction of the drawings if included in your PCT application. Then we'll talk about claims. So basically, why the claims are important and how you should write the claims. So claims are a very important part of any patent application, right? So Patent Cooperation Treaty, PCT, Article 6, it says the claims shall define the matter for which protection is sought. Claims shall be clear and concise. They shall be fully supported by the description. The claims define your invention. They must be clear, concise, and fully supported by the description. If your application contains several claims, they should be numbered consecutively in Arabic numerals, like or example 1, 2, 3. Since the claims set out the scope of protection to which you are entitled, it is important that they be drafted broadly enough to protect you against potential infringers, while at the same time specific enough as to be distinguished from all prior inventions. So, on one hand, you have to be on the safer edge to be uh, to be able to distinguish your own invention from the prior art, as well as your claims should be broad enough to actually help you get protection from the infringers also. So two aspects you have to consider while writing these claims. The claims. Now in this invention, when we are writing about the snowboard scooter, so how we can write this? A snowboard scooter for use on snow comprising a one-piece platform wide enough to accommodate the width of 2 feet, laterally disposed offset foot grips in predetermined positions on the platform, a fixable post extending upwardly from the platform and a handlebar on the post. Second, the snowboard of claim 1 in which the platform is continuous. Third, the snowboard of claim 1 in which the platform is formed with a leading edge angled upwardly. The snowboard of claim 1 including a brake arranged for interacting with snow. The snowboard of claim 4 in which said brake is located on the longitudinal axis of the platform on the rear front, and so on. So likewise, we are actually first claim is the it is basically an independent claim, and then the next ones are dependent claims. So that's how we refer to them while writing the dependent claims as well, right? So this is the structure. Now, we'll talk about the drawings. So illustrations are mandated solely when essential for comprehending the invention. This requirement typically applies to mechanical or electrical inventions. Conversely, it is unlikely unnecessary for inventions that cannot be visually represented, such as chemical products. So in each illustration, reference signs or numerals should be assigned to the different components depicted, accompanied by detailed explanations of their functions and operations within the accompanying description. So again, references are made there, figures referring first to figures 1 to 7 in one embodiment of the invention. That's how we are describing. So we need to illustrate with the numbers. So numbers are pointed out here. In the drawing above, you can see that here the scooter, wherever we have, different angles, small components attached to the scooter, everything is referred with or indicated with some number. So this again the same number is explained in the paragraph as well, referring to that particular figure, right? Or the number of figures in the application. So there are some other formal requirements as well. Finally, the PCT application must be prepared in accordance with specific physical requirements as outlined in rules 10 and 11. These requirements pertain to various aspects such as the expression of weights, measures and temperatures, the type of paper and margins to be utilized, the format of the text, whether printed or typed, and the presentation of drawings, among other considerations. So that's all from my side in this tutorial. So we have learned how we can actually go ahead and request for PCT application, what all are the essential components or the elements of the PCT application. We have seen how to write the claims also, abstract, and then how to refer the drawings, background of the invention, brief description of the drawings as well, everything. In this tutorial, we learned like how to frame it and how these elements should be incorporated in the application PCT application. So thank you for listening.